Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, the whole world at large. My name is Elegant Chime, and this is Political Update, coming to you from leakblast.com, the most updated news portal. And also, we are the proud owners of Leak Blast TV, the most updated online television. Today on Political Update, we are in the residence of the senator representing Enugu West senatorial zone, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, and he celebrated his birthday. We are here to felicitate with him. And we are going to go around to have conversations with some of the guests who are here to felicitate with him and the distinguished senator himself. Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. Please, can you do us the honor of introducing yourself?
Toby Okechukwu, I represent an area of Woji River Federal Constituency from Enugu State.
Okay, sir. How can you describe Ike Ekweremadu?
Well, Ike is my boss, he's my friend, and he represents me in the Senate. He's a good leader, and he's been doing so throughout his entry, both in politics, at community level, at local government level, and at state level. So we are pleased with the leadership and direction he's giving our people. He's a man who is pleased to be with his people. He has essentially redefined, development in our area. Prior to now, we had challenges, but we are now able to access through numerous, access other communities, access urban areas due to various interventions he's done through projects he's attracted to us.
Okay, can you please tell us more on how he has used his foundation to reach out to the people?
Well, the Ike Foundation has intervened severally. Both in scholarship for students. There's also the bursary award for students. He also involved in adult education. It's a good opportunity for our parents and people who hadn't the opportunity to go to school. It's giving the opportunity to them to, have a go at education. Because with learning, you can conquer all possibilities. He has also encouraged our people in various schemes, in football, in sports. There are also a quiz competition that goes on. He has also intervened in ensuring that we have ICT facilities. And presently, it is not possible for you to have access to JAMB unless you are computer literate. So prior to now, he started that about 10 years ago. So we are pleased with the efforts he's made. We appreciate his leadership.
What other sector has he really involved himself with?
He has done a lot of projects in Enugu State. I'm not talking about his constituency. My own constituency, which are an area of Woji River, we are challenged by geography. You needed to know what our place used to look like prior his involvement in politics and senatorial representation. The Oji Owu Akeze Road, is about 40-kilometer road. It was an impossible place to go. Places like Oduma, places like Impu, places like Akeze, it was impossible to access those places. But he changed the narrative, and today interstate commuters take the place, and that is what has opened up our place. During the rains in our jurisdiction, you don't go. Even during the dry season, you don't even go, because the level of dust will swallow all your tires. So prior to his entry into politics, there was no part of an area, for instance, that had electricity. He changed it and electrified the entire place. So it's not, even in other communities, Enugu, Port Harcourt, Enugu, Old Enugu, Onitsha, the one that's happening in the old road now in our Ugwoba area. He also has his hands there. I was chairman House Committee on Work. I know how we worked to get it done. There is 9 Mile to Nsukka, to Orakam. He also had his hand there. I'm happy that they have also awarded the 9 Mile to 82D. Very soon they will commence work. So he's always been on top of his game in terms of doing things for our people.
I am Jonathan Ivoke. I am a civil engineer.
Okay.
I am from Enugu State. I am here because I just came back from St. Teresa's Cathedral in Nsukka. I accompanied His Excellency Professor Senator Ike Ekweremadu to a Thanksgiving service organized in honor of Engineer Jude Asokwa. So
Okay, it was a beautiful service, and we thank God for that. Please, can you tell us your relationship with the senator?
okay, the senator or Senator Ike Ekweremadu is my boss. I am his special advisor on project. I've been associating with him for over 40 years. So we are from the same local government, and he has been my childhood friend since for the past 40 years, and been together from the local government, state level, the federal government.
Okay.
That is it.
Okay. He has been your friend for the past 40 years. That means you can actually tell us more on his activities. Okay, please go ahead.
I think if you count 3 people that know him very, very well, apart from his blood relations, I think I'm one of them. Well, he is somebody that has showcased what I call exemplary service. Service in the sense that leadership is a position that God gives you for you to serve the people. So the essence of his being appointed into several positions, he has fulfilled it. He has provided the empowerment in terms of human capacity, in terms of infrastructure, and contribution to national development. So to me, he is an ideal leader that we yearn for. So people that serve with passion, selflessly, in order to solve the problems of the society. So this our country today is bedeviled with underdevelopment. I mean, it's akin to other countries. We are no exception. But we need to get out from the level where we are to a level where the citizens will be happy. So I can tell you, I'm from Obanko in an local government. I can tell you that my community has transcended from a low level before he entered politics to a very high level right now because of the level of infrastructure, community development, human empowerment. And it's the same thing with several communities in Enugu State and beyond.
Okay.
So he has his hand in several small, medium, and big projects. So if you have time, I can mention it because I am involved in all of them.
Please go ahead. Just give us a few.
Okay, let me start with the small ones. That's what we call community roads. So he has connected almost all communities in Enugu West with community roads. I can mention Akamoge, number 1. I can mention, that is in Ezagu local government. I can mention, of course, Abanku, my place, in Aniri local government. I can mention Ubo in Ogu local government. I can mention Obinago in Udu local government. And of course, I can mention Isikwe in Oji River local government. These are just few community roads. Then for the big ones, I will tell you that in 2009, there's this road that was created during the First Republic, connecting Oji to Achi to Makutowu to Ndiabo Akeze. So this road connects 3 states. Connects the express leading to Anambra State, passing through Enugu State, and down to Akeze in Ebonyi State. It is about 75 kilometers. This is a federal road that was opened by the colonial masters, and then tarred by the Eastern Region government. So it was in a terrible disrepair. So in 2009, he facilitated and got the Federal Ministry of Works to award it. So right now, it was divided into sections 1 and 2. Section 2 has been completed. Section 1 is about to be completed. So 75 kilometers. It is one of the big projects. I can also mention the Newe Nume Nara Mburumbu Spor to Bagodume. It's a federal project. I can mention Ozala, Abani, Ihuopara Amagunze, that is in Enugu East. It was actually started before him, but you know what happens? When there is no pressure and there's no funding, the project stops. So he took it up upon himself when he was Deputy Senate President to make sure that that road was funded. And today it is going on. So there are several such projects. Then I want to also tell you that when he was Deputy Senate President, that there was this problem of the status of Enugu Airport. So the then President, the late Umaru Yar'Adua, approved the upgrade of Enugu Airport to an international airport. But the problem was how to fund the projects. So I can tell you that in one of the years that all the senators and the House of Reps members from the southeast, they made sure that that airport was funded with their allocation, and he led them, and several other things. And of course, I can talk about the Ike Foundation, which started in the year 2000. I'm a trustee of Ike Foundation, and several other things. So the upliftment of Enugu West and certain parts of Enugu State has been tremendous. Then when we come to water, he has simplified the provision of water.
My name is Honorable Kalosisi. I am the State Secretary of PDP in Enugu State. I'm from Oji River, local government area.
Okay, thank you, sir. Can you please tell us what's going on here?
Nothing is actually going on. This is a normal routine. Whenever our distinguished senator, Ike Ekweremadu, is around, his friends comes around to celebrate with him. You know, on the 12th of this month, that he celebrated his birthday. And this is a continuation of it. People come to tell him happy birthday. And I believe that all these people we are seeing here today, they are here on that note.
Okay, talking about the distinguished senator, can you tell us more about him and also your relationship with him?
Distinguished senator, if you want me to start telling you about him, just like describing an elephant, it depends on the angle you are viewing him from. If you want to view him from the angle of politics, that is where I have one or two things to talk about him. I knew him as far back as the year 1999, 2000, when he was the chief of staff. But before then, he was the first chairman of Anili local government. Before he became the chief of staff in 1999, during the time of Chimaroke Nnamani. After that, he became the state secretary. He became the secretary of the government in Enugu State. From there, he went to Senate in 2003. 2007, he became the deputy Senate president for 12 consecutive years. And he was also former deputy speaker of ECOWAS Parliament. And thereafter, he became the speaker of ECOWAS Parliament. So our relationship is something that has been dated for 20-something years ago. And ever since then, we have mutual understanding, we have mutual respect. He is my boss politically. There was a book I read, and the book told me that if you want to live for a year, you sow seed. You know, when you sow seed like granite, like corn, within 1 year it will mature, you harvest. Then if you want to live for 10 years, you plant trees. If you plant a mango tree, there's no reason why it shouldn't produce within 10 years. But he who wants to live forever, develop human beings. Because every single human being developed begets another human being ad infinitum.
Okay. Thank you so very much for your wonderful testimony, and we are so glad to have you.
My name is Honorable Chief Nananze. I'm the former chairman of a local government, former Argon leader, Enugu West. Of course, I'm in the residence of the former Deputy Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator representing Enugu West in the Red Chambers. The first link between me and Senator Ike Ekweremadu, one is that he is the senator representing Enugu West, where I happen to be one of his subjects. Secondly, is that he is my boss. Thirdly, is that I accompanied him to Nsukka this afternoon for a glorious Thanksgiving, and we just came back. You can see that's where we are now.
Okay. As you know, this is Political Updates, and we are coming to you from leakblast.com, the most updated news portal, and we are also the proud owners of Leak Blast TV, the most updated online television. Stay tuned.
My name is Ushi Chigo. I'm from Diobe in Igbo local government. Okay, we accompanied His Excellency Senator Ike Ekweremadu to a function, a Thanksgiving function in Nsukka local government.
Okay. Speaking of the Excellency, can you please tell us more about him?
He is a good man. He's been representing us for the past 12 years, and he has done a whole lot of work, empowered a whole lot of youth, and he has done roads, water, boreholes, and other things for us. And we are so proud of him and ready to work with him anytime, any day.
From those we've interviewed, some are pushing that he goes for another tenure in the senatorial, and some are also saying that he should at least govern our state, Enugu State. What's your opinion on that?
We don't want him to go back to the Senate again. We are actually praying that he come back to our state, Enugu State, and run for governor. We want him. In fact, our prayer is that he accepts our plea. We've been begging him to please come out, and we pray that he will accept it.
So can you please tell us your reasons for that?
As in plenty reasons. He's in love with the youth. He's in love with our well-being. He has done so many things to our people and want more from him. And we know that he's the man that can represent us well in the Lion House. And we pray that he will accept everything we've asked him to do for us come 2023.
My name is Honorable Raf Onovo. I am a former member Nigerian Civil Aviation Board, courtesy of ICOHA. I am a former SPA to Senator Ike Ekweremadu as a Deputy Senate President. I'm rightly in his Enugu residence. We are just coming back from Nsukka, a very beautiful, peaceful Thanksgiving outing of our one of us, Engineer Jude Chineda Sogwa. You know, he went today for an outing of Thanksgiving at a cathedral, St. Cathedral in Nsukka. Almost all of us escorted our principal, our boss, the former Deputy Senate President, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, Iko Handigbo. We escorted him because he's a man who loves anything about God, anything about humanity, anything that will bring joy to his fellow human being. That is Ike Ekweremadu for you. That's why we left here as early as 8 o'clock, so we'll be able to catch up with 10 o'clock mass. And we are there before 10, before the bishop came. So we are all happy. Thank you guys, the media gurus, for all your efforts to put up all these things.
Okay.
Yeah. I started to say what he has done on humanity, as a senator, as an individual, as a good man, as a philanthropist, starting from Ike Foundation, far back as a council chairman. He started building human beings, doing so much things for his fellow human beings. He's a man of the people, like I said. Ike Ekweremadu has done so much for our people, especially the people of Enugu West and the entire Enugu State. Is it in the road infrastructure? Is it in the human development? Is it in the water for all is currently going on right now? And crannies of the Enugu West and the entire Enugu State is getting borehole every day. If you come from this town to another town, because he purchased the equipment of drilling the borehole himself. So he's engaging on a everyday drill of borehole.
Okay.
Road infrastructure. This is a man who he thinks when he sleeps, he thinks of what to do for his people. If you go to your bag, see what he's doing right now, you cannot believe me. Using helicopter to go and survey the place and start a very massive road project. We are coming down. We just came back from Odume last time. People were crying, tears of joy, because Odume is no go area far back. But if you go there now, you think you are in Abuja. Because if Ike Ekweremadu, my dear sister, if I start telling you what Ike Ekweremadu, I need to go and stay and because even him cannot even say it. Nobody. Because it's something he do every day. If you're not doing this one, you'll be doing the other one. If you're not doing every day, as I'm talking to you now, something is going on elsewhere.
Thank you very much. My name is Ozo Oke Ozan Nefungu. Ozo Oke Ozan is the state vice chairman of PDP Enugu State and the zonal chairman of PDP Enugu West Senatorial District of Enugu State.
Okay, as you can see, we are in the residence of the past Deputy Senate President, Senator Ike Ekweremadu. Can you please tell us more on your relationship with him?
Thank you very much. First of all, distinguished Senator Professor Ike Ekweremadu, CFR, is a senator representing my zone, and he has been in the Senate since 2003. Senator Ike Ekweremadu is also a personal friend and a family friend. He's also my leader in the West as representing my zone. And he's also one of the pillars of PDP at the national, being a member of the Board of Trustees and NEC and all sorts. And also, I'm privileged to have the former Deputy Senate President for 3 consecutive times from 2007 to 2015. So I have every cause to be here. One as a party man, one as my leader in the zone, and one as a leader in the party, and also one of the leaders of the party in the state and national.
Okay, it's no longer news that the distinguished senator is a man of the people. Can you please tell us more on his good activities?
Well, how do I start? Ekweremadu is is an edibles, an endless pit. When we were in the primary school, we were told about 6 blind men that touched an elephant, and each of them were describing the elephant from the point of contact. So it's a compendium of a politician, and not all that, he's a lover of humanity, and he's an accomplisher. In the past years, we have not had somebody that Senator Ike Ekweremadu CFR because of his developmental projects in Enugu West, Enugu State, and in Nigeria. He is one of the best, if not the best, we had in the current politics, because he welcomes everybody. He gives you the best of advice. He attends to your call. He is also extraordinary in capacity building. You can talk about Ike Foundation, where he was empowering young men and women, giving them scholarship and bursary that ran over years, and other developmental and infrastructural achievement. That is the kind of person we want, somebody who gives a selfless service. And besides, we may say that of all he does, that is why God kept blessing him, and we continue to bless him, because he's one that is a tribalized Nigerian. In his office, the national office, where he was Deputy Senate President, we have the Hausas,
we have the Yorubas, we have the Igbos, we have all sectors of Nigeria working in that office as aides and staff of Deputy Senate President. So he cut across board. That's why he's well recognized, he's well accepted, he's well known all over Nigeria. And more importantly, in Enugu West, so don't joke with him. Because no senator will do half of what he has done and what he's still doing. And again, he's making PDP proud. You remember that Senator Ekweremadu was one of those who stood behind when there was an exodus of PDP stalwarts to APC. He said he's the last man standing to lead PDP, and he has maintained that stand.
My name is Honorable Prince Chidi Ekwe, Federal Commissioner, Public Complaint Commission, Enugu.
Okay, sir. Can you tell us what's going on here?
Here? Yeah. Well, of course, today is Sunday, to be precise. We are just coming out from our Sunday service, which was attended at Nsukka, and equally to say we're in the house of one of our leaders, our senator representing me and the entire Enugu West senatorial zone, Senator Professor Ike Ekweremadu. So this is the official residence, that's why we are here.
Okay. Talking about the distinguished senator, can you please tell us more on his good activities so far?
Well, Ike Ekweremadu, as the name stands, is a household name. And to me, it is very difficult to put into words the man, Ike Ekweremadu. So it's just like an elephant standing or walking. People can assess and describe the elephant from their own perspective, from their viewpoint. You can say the leg is as mighty as a house, or the head is as this or that, or even the ear. So from the direction you're looking at Ike Ekweremadu, you give him description as a person. For me, he is my mentor. After God, Ike Ekweremadu takes control of me. You know, whatever thing I am today, after God, was made possible through him. So I return every credit to God. After God, I return it to Ike Ekweremadu. So that is much. And in fact, it's a household name. A name that you can identify with and things will be okay with you. In fact, Ike Ekweremadu has touched lives positively. Would we name it as a legislature? Some people say, as a legislature, you're only mandated to go down and make laws. But Ike got to the house, our professor got to the house. It was a different ball game. You understand me? So if you are being taken around where he has instituted projects within Enugu West, within Enugu State, across board, you'll be marveled. You'll be saying, which of the president and which session, which time did that person become the president, did all this thing to his people? But it was just an ordinary legislature, and he was able to do that. So it's a man one can think of. It's a man one will be happy to identify with. So I stand by him, consum. He's my mentor.
Barrister Okezie Nwanjoko, widely known as Ugumba, Hofian Dumeze Kingdom.
Okay.
Former commissioner for sports, Enugu State, and a legal practitioner based in Enugu here. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Can you tell us why you're here and what is going on here?
Here is my home. It's my brother's home. We just accompanied His Excellency, former Deputy President of the Senate, to Nsukka, where he attended a church service, Thanksgiving service, organized in honor of one of our members, one of our team members, Engineer Jude Asawa. So we accompanied him and just came back from Nsukka.
Okay, sir. Can you tell us who the distinguished Senator Ike Ekweremadu is to you and more of his good activities in Nigeria?
His Excellency means a lot to me. One, is my other brother. We're from the same local government. Two, he was the pioneer chairman of my local government in 1997. That time I deputized him as his deputy. So I've come a long way, been working together. And from there, he has served in other different capacities. Has served from chairman to chief of staff to the governor, of the governor of Enugu State then, His Excellency. From there he moved to Secretary of State Government. All these positions, while he served, he distinguished himself. So from there, because of his credible performance as Chief of Staff, as SSG, he was put forward to the Senate of Enugu West Senatorial District election in 2003, and he was overwhelmingly elected. Since 2003 till now, he had been in the Senate. And one may ask, why has he remained in the Senate? The answer is very simple. Simple in the sense that if you find a good material, it's difficult to drop. While he was in the Senate, still in the Senate, he has done so much. He has used the position to affect humanity positively. He has changed the political narratives of Enugu West. He has changed the political narratives of every local government that comes to Enugu West, starting from his mother local government, Aniri. Prior to his ascension to the Senate, Aniri was no gray area in terms of infrastructure development. In fact, you cannot be proud to say you are from Aniri prior to his going to the Senate. But he has gone to the Senate, utilized the position very, very well, and used it to attract a lot of federal government presence in our district. And has gone beyond that. He has floated a foundation known as his Ike Foundation, which he used to assist the vulnerable, the less privileged. Those who ordinarily couldn't have gone to school were able to go to university through that foundation. So Ike is an enigma. Ike is, in fact, he has done so much more than any senator in Nigeria. I make bold to say that I stand to be challenged. So having seen that, having seen the kind of person he is, you can see the mass followership. Anytime he comes around, people flock here like sheep because he is the shepherd. You get the point? So he has a lot to offer, and we are looking forward to the next level, believing that something bigger is in the offing.
Okay, beautiful people, remember this is Political Update and it's coming to you from leakblast.com, the most updated news portal, and also we are the proud owners of Leak Blast TV, the most updated online television. I am Elegant Chime. Thank you for watching.